Bendiciones, mis amores. Just do this before you're gonna work out, to warm up your workout, to start. And since everyone seems to be home, it's the perfect time to come finally join me in yoga. So, this time I'm gonna speak through it. Feet together, arms up, palm to palm, stare straight ahead. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly lower your hands. As you exhale, bend your knees. Take a deep breath in. Inhale right up, straighten your knees, palm to palm, look up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lower your hands to prayer position. Bend your knees to chair pose. Hands straight up. Hold chair pose for 10 seconds. Take 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Start to bend forward as you straighten your knees. If you can't touch your toes, put your hands to your knees. Touch your toes, bend your knees slightly. Place your palms on the back of your calves. And straighten your knees and bend forward further. With each exhale, bend forward a little further. Bend your knees, place your hands right in front of your toes. Step back, 1 foot, now step back the other, and you should be in plank pose. Start to bend your elbows as you lower to the floor. Roll over your toes into upward dog. Your knees should not be on the floor right now. Roll back over your toes into downward dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Breath in. As you exhale, step or hop your feet back together. Exhaling on your way up. Now take an inhale, lift your arms. And as you exhale, lower them to prayer pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend forward to your toes. Exhale. Inhale, touch your knees. Your back should be flat. Exhale, lower down. Bend your knees. Place your hands, step back or hop back into plank. We're going to hold it for 10 seconds. Slowly lower, roll over your toes into upward dog. Your knees should not touch the floor. Inhale. As you exhale, roll back over your toes into downward dog. Just like that. Inhale, hop your feet together. Exhale. Inhale as you slowly rise, arms up. Exhale, hands in prayer pose. Take a deep breath in and out. In and out. Inhale, arms up. Look up. Exhale, arms come down, but this time they're going to go around the back on your lower back. Push as you exhale. Inhale, look up and push. As you exhale, slowly start to bend forward. And stop when you're in flat back. Step your feet apart. Hands come forward, glide them around, palm to palm. And look down. The top of your head should be facing the floor. Hands should be hanging loose. And I want you to alternate left and right. Reach reach your left shoulder to the floor, then your right, left, right. I want you to swing your hands up behind you and interlace your fingers. I want you to pull with your shoulder blades and lower your hands back to that position. Come up with your hands flat into flat back. Inhale, exhale, bend your knees, lift your hands up, palm to palm. Hold it for 20 seconds. Slowly straighten your knees, bend forward, touch your toes. Come up to flat back, hands on your knees, inhale. Exhale all the way down. Hands on the floor, step back. You should be in plank pose. Start to bend your elbows, lower yourself. Roll over your toes into upward dog. Roll back over your toes into downward dog. I want you to pedal your feet left and right. Let me move forward so you can see. Left and right, pedal your feet. You should start to feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Stop. Bend your knees. Hop forward, feet together. Slowly lift. Inhale your arms up. Touch. Exhale to prayer pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend forward. Touch your toes. Inhale, hands to knees. Exhale, bend all the way forward. Inhale, bend your knees. Hop or jump back. Exhale your way down. Roll over your toes. Upward dog. Inhale. Exhale back into downward dog. Lift your right leg behind you. Bend your knee. Straighten. Bend your knee. Straighten. Bend your knee. Straighten. Inhale, push it all the way through. Should be right between your hands. Slowly lift yourself. Your back leg should be straightened. Your front should be 90-degree angle with your knee. Try not to cross over your ankle. And hands up. Lower them to that U shape, like this. Straighten the front leg. Bend it. Straighten. Bend. Straight. Bend. Now exhale. Clap your hands forward. Inhale. Open them back up. Exhale. Forward. Inhale. Open them back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Straighten your leg. I want you to take your back foot and turn it to plant it on the ground. So let me move forward so you can see your front foot should be facing the direction in front, and your back foot should be facing, I guess if it's north, this is west. Okay? Like that. Lift your hands halfway. Bend that front leg. Straighten it. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Straight. Now, hinge from your hips forward. So this movement right here, hinge from your hips forward. And now we're going to lower the right hand down to that foot. Our left hand is still straight. Look towards your left hand. Take 3 breaths. And I want you to windmill your hand forward where we started. Swing that leg back up behind you and bring it forward, up, hands up, U shape. Back to the ground, kick it up behind you. Exhale, bring it back down, straight. Straighten yourself, hands up, U shape. Back to the floor, and we're gonna do this 3 more times. Up, U shape. Hands down, kick back, place it between you, hands up, U shape. Last time, kick back up, right in between, hands up, U shape. Straighten, put both your feet facing forward. Hands up. We're gonna pretend we're like a clock. Our hands are together. We're gonna hit every hour on the clock as we start to go clockwise. Hit every hour. This is our stretch. Slow, controlled, and with purpose. Hit every hour if we were on the clock. And now the other direction, counterclockwise. Back to the middle. Now, take your left foot and point your toe forward. Drop our hands just like we were in that first position. We're gonna turn, and both our feet should be facing forward. Bend your knee, come up, hands up, U shape, straight the front leg, now bend. Straight, now bend. Straight, now bend. Straighten, now bend. Now I want you to exhale and clap your hands forward. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Straighten that leg. Take your back leg, face it back towards the front. Open your arms, straighten your elbows. Bend the front leg. Come up. Bend. Lift. Bend. Lift. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. Now I want you to do the same thing. We're going to hinge forward on our hips to the left side. So hinge forward. Start to lower your left hand to the floor. Your right hand is still straight facing up. Look up to your right hand. Take 3 breaths. Now windmill your hand over. Straighten the back foot and kick your foot back. Bring it between. Lift. Palms touch. Lower into U shape. Hands back to the floor, kick back. Bring it back in between. Inhale, hands up. Exhale to U shape. Back to the floor. Kick back. Bring it through. 3 more times. Kick back. Bring it through. Up, hands touch to U shape. Back to the floor. Kick it back. Bring it through. Hands up. U shape, palms to the floor, kick back, bring it through, last 2 times, U shape, back to the floor, kick back, last time, bring it through, hands up, U shape. Turn your back leg to the front, straighten the leg, put both legs facing front. If your knees hurt a little bit, you could always point your toes a little outward, and that's gonna protect your knees. Hands up, we're gonna do the clock thing again. So we're gonna start this time counterclockwise to left. Remember to turn your hip because we're gonna hit every hour on the clock. With purpose, do it slow and controlled. And now the other side. Clockwise. Slow, purpose, with control. Inhale and exhale. Don't forget to breathe. And now bring your hands down. Bend your knees. Turn your feet so that they are in a straight line. And this is called the Buddha pose. You can put your hands on your elbows, and I want you to turn each shoulder. Let me move my hair so you can see me. And this is us gonna crack our back really nice. use your hands to push your knees outward so that you can really get deep down in this Buddha pose. Hands into prayer. And let's hold it for 20 seconds. Don't forget to breathe. Now I want you to inch your feet a little closer, pigeon-toed out so your feet are pointing out. I want you to lift, inhale, and exhale and lower as you exhale. Inhale, lift, and lower as you exhale. Inhale, lift, and lower as you exhale. Inhale, lift, and lower as you exhale. Straighten your legs, point your toes to the front, lean to the left, lean to the right, bend your knees, stay in this squatted position, hands up, so it should look like this, squatted, your hands are in the same line as your back. Hold it for 20 seconds. And start to pump. And if you can get on your toes, even better. Little pumps and on your toes. Now straighten your knees, hands up, and exhale, bring it down. Shake it off. Put your hands on the floor, step one foot back, then the other, and into downward dog. Bend your knees, lower into child's pose. Take a few deep breaths, then push up on your knees. You should be into table pose. In table pose, you're gonna have a flat back. You look like a little table. Okay, so inhale and arch your back, just like this. And when you exhale, I want you to hollow out your stomach and push like in a U shape like this. It's cat-cow pose, so inhale, arch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arch. And push it forward till you straighten your knees and push it back. Exhale. Inhale, arch. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Push it out. Inhale. Take in the sun, the vitamin D, the fresh air, and positive wave. Exhale out any negativity and any pain. Inhale. Now start to bend your toes forward, straighten your knees back into downward dog. Kind of shake it out on your toes, pedal if you want, and push really far into that downward dog. Your ears should be parallel with your shoulders and your arms, your upper arms. Deep breath, hop your feet together, exhale. Start to lift, hands together, prayer pose, exhale as you bring them down. We're gonna do 2 more sun salutations. Hands together in prayer pose. Slice them down like if you're bringing your elbows against a wall. I want friction. So straight up, and when you bend them, pretend that your back of your arms are gliding down a wall. So I want you to feel the friction. So when you put it up, feel the friction as you bend into this shape, okay? So I want you to bend your knees slightly, and I want you to touch your hands. When you bend them, remember, friction. It should be hard, not simple. Up, look up, scrape your elbows like if you're scraping them against the wall. It should feel like you're coming through jelly or some type of resistance. Hands up, inhale, and exhale. Straighten your arms, bring it to your back. Straighten your knees, push back into a nice arch. Bend forward halfway. Exhale. Inhale into that arch. Bend forward. Exhale. Inhale into the arch. Look up. Hands lower. Let's get into tree. Left leg will be lifted. Push it against your thigh. Tree pose. Hands up. Palms together. Hold it. Inhale, exhale. Don't forget to breathe. Now, if you can, keep it lifted by itself. Little pulses, higher and higher. Do it about 10 times. Now, swing it back as your hands come forward. Inhale, swing it back through to this position. 5 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swing it back behind you, straighten it. Bring it back through and lower it. Other side. Lift your right leg. Put it against your thigh. Push against your thigh for that balance. Hands up, palm to palm. Breathe 3 times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Lift it away from your legs, straight out. Little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swing behind you. Straighten as you do. See how my leg is? Breathe in and out. Bring it back through. 5 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swing it back behind you. Inhale, exhale. Bring it back through and lower. That's a really good one. And if we weren't gonna go exercise, I would say do it a few times. It's really good for the thighs and quads. It's a great workout. Okay? All right, so now, because we're gonna probably run today, I want you to stretch your legs out a little bit. So I want you to do pigeon pose in the sense that our toes are gonna be out, pigeon toes. So they're gonna be facing to protect our knees, a little outward, and we're a little wider than shoulder width apart. Bend your knees, and I want you to go side to side. Bend the left, straighten the right, bend the right, straighten the left. Keep your hands out for balance, keep your back flat. Do this about 10 times. And don't forget to breathe. Now on your 10th time, I want you to stay stationary on one side, so bend to your right. And I want you to take your hands, place them on the ground, take that left foot and turn that toe out. So turn it forward, turn it facing the ceiling, then facing the side. So if you can see in the video, I'm just moving it so that way I can really stretch out my hip and open it. And now we're gonna do it to the other side. So if I guess you can't really see, but open, bend it forward. And now I'll do it so that you can see well. So let's say you're bent to the left and your leg is out. You see how I face it forward? Then I bend it to the side. So I touch my toe to the ground, then up to the sky, then to the ground, then up to the sky, and that's really gonna open up your hip. So that's a great hip opener. All right, bend your knees halfway and continue, side to side. Straighten. Now I want you to go to your right side and push your forehead to your knee. Take a deep breath. And walk your hands to your other foot, forehead to the knee. Walk your hands to the center, palm up, inhale, hands together, feet together. Lower your hands, take a deep breath, inhale, Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, hands to your knees, flat back. Exhale, forward bend. You can bend your knees if you can't bend all the way straight. Now, bend your knees, place your palms on the floor. Jump back into plank. Exhale as you lower, roll over your toes. Inhale into upward dog. Exhale, roll back over your toes into downward dog. Inhale, step your feet together. Exhale. Inhale as you slowly rise, hands up. Touch your palms together. Exhale into prayer pose. That is a sun salutation. I usually do one facing each direction as I close my routine. So to the north. Inhale, hands together. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hands to knees, flat back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, bend your knees. Jump back into plank. Lower. Exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale into downward dog. Feet together. Inhale as you come up. Hands touch. Exhale to prayer pose. Turn to the other side. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, start to fold. Inhale, hands to your knees, flat back. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, bend your knees. Jump back into plank. Lower. Roll over your toes into upward dog. Exhale, back into downward dog. Inhale as you rise. Hands touch. Exhale into prayer pose. And finally, our final direction. Inhale, hands up. Exhale as we swan dive down. Inhale, hands to knees, flat back. Exhale, forward bend all the way. Touch your hands, bend your knees, jump back into plank. Inhale into upward dog. Roll over your toes. Exhale into downward dog. Jump your feet together. Exhale. Inhale as you come up. Hands touch. Exhale. Prayer pose. Namaste. I love you all. Bendiciones.